proportion. Let's look at, for those of you who are new, just remember that you can go to our website and just download the free worksheet by clicking the free resources and just download from here. Okay, just download send the worksheets here. Now, and please do not forget, we also have our free online mini course where I'll be going through these topics here absolutely free. You can go through it and actually experience our learning portal together. And if you really like to subscribe to our online course, you can consider doing so. Okay, so today let's see how we can actually solve these questions here proficiently. So let's look at this question here, which is on inverse on direct proportion. E-math, let's say I can do this proficiently. So two quantities x and y are in direct proportion. If the difference in the values of y when x is 3 and y equals x equals 8 is 20, find an equation connecting x and y. Okay, that's pretty cool. So this first thing is, if they are in direct proportion, what you need to be able to write is y equals to kx. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it's x equals to ky or y equals to kx. Okay, both is fine. If the difference in values of y when x is 3, so the next one would be when x is 8, when x is 3 and x is 8, the difference is 20. So what we could write down here is, let y equals to kx first, after which we're gonna let when x is 3. So when x is 3, I can just write this as y3 equals to 3k, and when x is equals to 5, I can just write this as y5 equals y8 equals to 8k. Okay, so this part here, we're told that y8 minus y3, the difference is actually 8k minus 3k, so this will be 5k, and this difference here we're told that is 20, so k is actually 20 divided by 5, which is actually 4. So hence equation relating both of them is y equals to 4x. Alright, so this is how you do this part here proficiently. Simplified to 12 over 12 and a half. Okay, so this is how you do this question here proficiently. If you have any question or comments at all, please let us know, and I will see you in the next question. So let's look at this question here, which is on direct proportion, I believe. Or is it actually inverse proportion? Or just the equation? Let's see how we can do this proficiently. So we are told that to express p in terms of t and m, I think that's pretty okay. This is just normal algebra. So we're going to make p the subject. So t equals to m over mp by -1. The first thing is to make p the numerator, so multiply both sides with mp minus 1. You get m. So expand, just take this t and move over this at m over t. This is mp minus 1. Okay, so what I need to do now is make p the subject, and p would just be mp would just be m over t plus 1, and here I could just divide both sides by m. You could just write this as such. Okay, so this is, let me just write down what I'm doing here. So multiply both sides with mp minus 1, then divide both sides with t, then divide both sides with m. So when you divide, just remember this becomes the denominator. So this is how you express p, but if you want to make it a common fraction, you could just make it like this, which is multiply in will be 1 over t plus 1 over m. So this will be m plus t over tm. Okay, but you could just leave it as such, it's fine also. Okay, let's look at the subsequent part. B, find the value of p when t is 24 and m is -6. Okay, great. So B, when t is 24, m is -6, that would be p would just be 1 over, I'm going to use this here, -6 over 24 plus 1. So I think just key this into calculator and it will just give you the answer straight, right? -6, and then this will just be negative 6 over 24 plus 1. And that will be negative 1 over 8. Great. Then we're going to look at C. How will P change when both T and 3 are 3 times the original value? Okay. How will P change when the value of both T and M are 3 times the original value? So, this part here, what I will suggest is you could use either one. So let let P1 be 1 over M, MT plus 1. Okay, now this is not a very friendly one, so I will suggest we use the second one here, this 1 over T. But that doesn't mean that we couldn't use this. We could, but this will be easier. So P2 is a new one when T and M are 3 times original value. Okay, P2 will become 1 over 3T plus 1 over 3M. In this case here, the 1/3 I could bring it out, and this will be 1T plus 1 over M. Alright, just factorize it out. So P2, and this P2 will become 1/3, and this is actually my P1. You can see that this is my P1 from the first part, so this is P1. So when you 3 times the original value, P2, the value of P will be divided by 3. Okay, so the value of P would have change, right? The change will be 1/3. The value of P will be divided by 3. Okay, it will decrease. It will be decreased by a factor of 3. Also, you could write it that way. Okay. Yeah, that's how you explain the change here. So this is how you do this question here proficiently. If any question or comments, please do let us know. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next question.